babies organized can drill them.
Mullins attended Fan Fest as a kid at the Final Four in Indianapolis 11 years ago. And now he's on the biggest stage. The switch. Mirkovic is a rugged interior presence. Wagler lines it up. Bottom against Duke. She was in attendance. I can't watch, so
join us.
Her husband did play-by-play for her. Wagler. Oh, that's crafty!
With the knockdown.
And back to a 10-point lead for the Huskies.
Got to be careful if you're Reed now. 30 seconds.
Wagler gets to the paint, and he finished
on defense. He's got to make them pay offensively.
And now the lead is 11 for the Huskies.
They played well in that earlier game. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
Wagler, he'll take it in, floats it, and gets the roll. Not scored in this second half.
Ivicic over the block.
Wagler the drive. Fend-off. Bounce for Boswell.
Ivicic out 25 feet. Get in the post.
We're down to 1:42 left in this second half. Wagler muscles and Mullins. First points of the second half. UConn leads by 7. They need it. They get it.
Combs knocks it down.
For Illinois, they're second to lead 8 in the last couple years, but a completely different roster. Here comes the freshman Wagler in the hesitation.
The thing is, because of your lack of rebounding, they're going to have to make those all night long.
Wagler's got it. On top the defense of Combs. Wagler 3. But retaken by Boswell.
But Boswell right back.
Wagler.
Hard to believe there's already been 9 turnovers in this game. 2 teams that are among the best in the country taking care of the ball.
Wagler trying to make a move. Sturts right there. Propels himself into the paint.
A tough start to his NCAA tournament, but not tonight.
15 points and 3 threes.
How about the way Iowa is getting to the teeth of the defense, drawing that help, and then looking to pass that thing out, finding their best player.
Wagler rocket at the beginning of the game. That's how they win. You can't get a lot inside against this Illinois defense. You're going to have to make threes.
Wagler will spin and lean and scoop and score. Mirkovic with a couple double-doubles in this tournament. He's been terrific.
Averaging almost 17 and 11 in the tournament.
Wagler. Single digits with the spin. The back pedal lets it fly.
Hello. In the first half, we've had 1 in the second half here in 10 minutes. These teams know what's at stake, and they've been.
Wagler up top. Sage comes out.
He's just been great on the pursuit all night, Robbie. Not giving up on plays.
Wagler's got 19. He'll plummet into the paint.
Looks like a ball reversal. It's right back to Flemings, and he uses that speed to burn it.
Mirkovic outside. They swing it around. Wagler with a 3. Leaping, lunging rebound inside by Wagler.
And Wagler's got 6 defensive rebounds.
Tomaszov, Ivicic, Wagler. Oh, what a fake. 3. Got it! They swing it around in the corner. The 3, no. By Mirkovic. Loose inside, vacuumed in. Wagler there. Got it!
Tonight. I've been impressed with Wagler. His numbers will not be outstanding, but he and his fellow freshman Mirkovic have both been great in this game.
It's Boswell, the senior. Draws the double. Wagler, he'll put up a 3.
Adrian Tracy, Mirkovic and Wagler combined for 47 points against Penn. Right now they've been held to 5 combined here against VCU.
He's let it come to him. Hasn't forced things. Wagler
on a kick for Mirkovic. Cut down to 6. Wagler step back 3. Wagler now one-on-one with Bell. Wants to dance. Wagler crosses and scores. Good point. Bill's got 17 points, but the rest of the team has just 20 and a giveaway. Wagler to the basket. He lays it in.
Tim Balloon, from the NBA.
Yeah.
He sent a lot of guys to different colleges, not necessarily the pros as well.
Get it ahead.
His defense on the ball.
Brandon Jennings now has 5. We're going to hit 6 minutes to play.
He's a nudge, and he gets right in there.
Wagler trying to slap his arm away. High screen. Hummerhouse. Jennings works through it.
Fighting through that screen.
And now a switch. 10 to shoot. Wagler operating against Djokovic. Lines it up. And that continues. Happened here in Greenville as well with VCU. 7-6, Illinois in front. Just about 5 minutes gone by in this first half.
Pinch on the zone right now. A little matchup zone.
Wagler, the hop step. And he gets the roll. Wagler to Hummerhouse.
Got to be on him on the catch. Hummerhouse. Good cross.
And that, Illinois in second chance points.
Wow.
That's very difficult any night to overcome.
You know,
they're down 11.
only down 11.
Yeah,
That's what's
astounding.
There's a 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Wagler. Shake, fake, bucket. Lob it. Mirkovic.
Again.
Kick it. Wagler. Bingo.
All right. There's Levine there. Ivicic. He's not even posted him up.
giving up a foot.
He's giving up a foot and then some. Wagler. Zanoni. That's contested and it rims out. Grabbed by Mirkovic.
He's had a good night, though. Good effort, good shots. Wagner really screening a lot tonight. Look at his penetration.
Oh, that's a quick first.
The Penn still fighting, still competing. Well, they wouldn't play for Fran if they didn't.
Levine, who hit the game winner in the Ivy League semifinals against Harvard in overtime. Hummerhouse to Wagler.
The 2-3 zone.
Shot clock is down to 5. Wagler, step back 3.
On him. I mean, those two possessions were night and day. Wagler looking for space. Bieliauskas is on him. Wagler 3. The answer is yes for Nick Boyd.
Don, the answer is emphatically yes. I've talked with several members.
A 15-3 run over the last 5 minutes. Drive by Wagler, left hand. He scored in the second half. Gave a run to the first half. Wagler goes to the left. 7 to shoot. Wagler's got to go with it. Wagler spinning. His shot is good.
Wagler, I think, could have stayed in bounds, too. Wanted that whistle.
7 to shoot for Illinois. Wagler puts it on the deck. Wagler hangs and hits. Mismatch here, Bieliauskas and Wagler. Now Boyd picks up Wagler. Wagler leans in for 2. Wagler gets downhill. Wagler with the left hand finisher. Teams and a couple of threes and 14 points right now. Wagler off the bounce this time, and there. Boswell out to Wagler. Wagler leaning in.
And they've taken away a lot of the momentum for Illinois in his zone, and now they're back to man-to-man.
Keaton Wagler down the lane with the left. Inside the paint. You will live with that if you're Illinois. Wagler with a lane and 1 in this one. And 1 for 8. Wagler wide open to the glass. They went just over 6 minutes without a basket. Wagler left open. Can go south as the season has when he gets a march. Turnover. Davis now inside a minute. Davis quick pass into Wagler.
Committed to Dusty May at Florida Atlantic. Followed him here to Michigan. Wagler sways into a 3. Early in the year, there were some Michigan possessions where they may not have been ready for it behind. Vladimir Ivicic. Just a short rebound. Hummerhouse.
And that's that size disparity.
Mirkovic the setup.
Up there, D. The actual just wears guys out. Look at him. He's just ice-zone on number 23.
He's leaned on him all night.
Yep.
Lindeborg on Wagler.
He's hoping that
Wagler.
again, the actual just toe-to-toe with a rising talent like Wagler.
Lindeborg's been relentless tonight.
He has.
Wagler, find out in the coming days how serious the injury is, but he re-aggravated it, looked like whatever it was in the second half.
Well, he is really playing great basketball, too. Let's hope it's okay.
Here's Wagler driving on Johnson, who's got a double.
National city in so many ways, so many transients. Big Ten teams have come in here and filled about half of Pauley Pavilion.
Well, it shouldn't be like that.
At 48.
Look at that. Just
Illinois had missed 11 straight trays before Davis hit that last three. Here's Wagler on a post-up man today. 41 in the net. Wagler, straight line. Hamlet house for three. Look at the play.
Have to make some threes if they're going to stay in this game and potentially win it in the second half. Can't be all driving to the lane.
What would you pick?
I mean, I think the number one thing is probably that high ball screen with Wagler and Ivasic. You know, I talked to a bunch of these NBA guys before the game tonight. At worst case, a lottery pick.
Wow. Well, you know what's interesting about that list we just saw is that every year there's a top 5 freshman scoring. There has to be. It's the way it works. But those are some of the best players in the country on that list. What a move.
It's out the perimeter game that they're so good at.
why not? His last 2 games, he was 24 of 25 from the floor.
When you get him at the rim like that, you should shoot a very high.
At home this year. Only 2 losses to Nebraska and then Tuesday night against Wisconsin.
Got out rebounded in that game, got hurt on the offensive glass by the Badgers. So we'll keep an eye on the rebounding numbers here today. Brad Underwood told us that's a real barometer for his squad, both backboards. Wilder will shoot if the defenders aren't there. Nicely done by Tucker DeVries.
Last possession before the timeout. 1 minute and 15 seconds for the Illini. Let's see what they do here. Wagler trying to get all the way to the hoop. He does.
3 from 3 so far this half. So he's going into his mid-range back.
Wagler again.
The ability that Lamar Wilkerson has. He said, this guy has spurt ability. We don't want to let him get started.
And when he said that, he looked at you to make sure you were paying close attention.
So can Indiana be disruptive defensively? That's the other part of the equation. To get themselves back in it.
Nice move. Shakes free for a 3.
Want to be and have been most of the season. A physical team and an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Got to be the low man coming over. There's just nobody home there on that Nolan Winter roll to the rim.
They have been an electric factory throughout periods of the season. 9 games of 90 or more points this year. It's already a single season Badgers record. Shot clock at 7 for Wagler, who gets a
sense of urgency, though, to get out to Davis and out to Humrickhouse. And that's exactly the fight that Wisconsin needs.
Wagler with 5, guarded by Carrington tightly. Great defense by Carrington.
Plays with.
Robbie, that's a great word for it. He gives them swagger.
Yes, he does. He can get to that paint. He's shooting it better here, too. He's really shot it better from 3.
Wagler tries. Keaton and adjusted offensive efficiency, 130.6. That stands the highest offensive rating in the history of KenPom. Wagler. Keaton Wagler.
Because of his explosive scoring nature, but certainly a quick one there.
Wagler getting downhill. Wow.
And I think it's surprising to see that Wisconsin has been able to get the better of them tonight in that regard. That's a physical.
In the paint, Bielyaskis. Long. Illinois is starting to pick up steam.
Marcellus has really rebounded tonight on both ends of the floor.
To your point, 6 boards. That leads everybody. Wagler.
Time to get there, but Avicic just makes that such a tough shot.
Wagler. Wagler is feeling it right now. Keaton Wagler is a blur. Keaton Wagler! 2 timeouts aside as we had 5 to play. Wagler has 24. Keaton Wagler on the wooden list.
A fantastic job of jump stopping in the paint and looking for others. Austin Rapp stepping up and making some monster shots here.
Bucky won't go to bed. Down to 12. Final 2 minutes. Wagler, one of the best in America. Oh, you got it! Tipped around to Big Z. Fresh 20.
Carrington did a pretty good job there and not giving up an angle and just holding his ground.
Wagler has 31. Wagler again. Oh, yeah!
See if Illinois can solve this rim. Wagler from way out. 8 seconds. Wagler fires.
Counts with 8 to shoot. Here's Wagler. He'll launch the deep 3. Oh!
Good things happen when you get in the paint.
Wagler banks it home. Ivisic, good defense, walling up prop. Mirkovic now up the floor. Here's Wagler all alone in the corner.
Just going to see so many on-ball screens, and you get switches and rotations, and then Illinois moves the ball to get open looks.
Here's Wagler. Hoiberg was there, but he didn't say that about a lot of this Illinois team. Sanford in the corner, got that quick look. That corner 3 won't go. Ivisic starts it up to Stojakovic. Wagler, deep 3 again, and just one. Ivisic looking baseline, finding Wagler with 4 to shoot. Wagler in some trouble, loping to the rim, and Ivisic the swing around to Wagler. Wagler step back triple. That'll wrap. Wagler with the around the Ivisic screen. Wagler with the shot clock down to 10. Keaton Wagler 20 in this ballgame. Into the paint. And he gets to him.
They have a 7-0 lead to start this game.
Such good hands for the size. There's a 3. Wagler.
Way, making it look extremely easy the way he plays the game of basketball.
I love the way you described him, too. He's so even-keeled as he drives for 8 in that stretch. Wagler spinning. Wagler driving for follow. And a block on the weak side by Stojakovic. And now Illinois can play for the final shot of the half. Wagler driving. Wagler lays it by Ivisic. Wagler. Wagler with some space and
get into the lane. It's a miss that they couldn't get out and run. It was a good shot selection, and they got a good chance to get back on defense.
Yates playing those 3 fouls. Wagler gets inside.
But the size are skill. They can make plays off the dribble, in the paint, and to be able to spread out for the. Look at them being able to pass the ball around, and there's Wagler.
This Illinois team riding an 8-game winning streak, scoring over 85 a game in the streak. Wagler, a big reason why, gets to the rim, and he's got his
takeoff and rim. Hasn't had the best offensive season so far for the Boilermakers. But he scores one early, they go right back to him. They're going to try to make Mirkovic guard.
And an 8-0 run is the result for Purdue. Wagler The three, quiet. That's trying to take away the pick and pop three-point actions from the Illini. Step back three for Wagler. Talked about it with Matt Painter earlier today. He said, yeah, he does that about once a year for about a month. He said, but it's time for him to blossom into that butterfly again.
And he doesn't need much space to get that shot off. It's so quick. He has great lift and great follow-through each and every time.
Ivisic back it goes to Wagler, 5 to shoot. Wagler again doing the work. Back up three. C2 as Mirkovic will bring it up. Jack Benter off the Purdue bench, working against Wagler. Wagler goes by him to wrap around to Hummerkaus. Mirkovic, kick, Wagler, open three.
He's made two to the middle. He drew an extra defender, and then he finds Meyer on the weak side for the three.
Here's Wagler again for three. Wagler, 7 seconds and counting. He'll launch the contested three, and he'll hit. Wagler in the corner to Davis. His three rims off. Kaufman-Renn tried to tip it out, but it ends up with Illinois. Another opportunity. Here's Wagler.
Make him go to his weak hand. Kaufman-Renn, a dominant right-hand player.
Mirkovic going behind the back. Davis just 1 for 5. All from three. Here's Wagler against Kaufman-Renn. Why not? Wagler to work. Spins. The pirouette and 6 to shoot for Wagler. The three up and good.
6-6. But because he fades away, Braden Smith still has clear vision to the rim.
Here's Wagler. The spotlight on this freshman today. Pass Jacobson to the rim.
Played for Maccabi Tel Aviv, one of the most storied franchises in European basketball in the EuroLeague.
There's Wagler around the screen. Sets three. Here we go. 10 to shoot. It's Wagler once more. 6 on the shot clock. Wagler. The attack.
Before getting into his bag, that time just gets right into it. Great job by Stojakovic. Keaton Wagler continuing his campaign for Big Ten freshman. Wagler around the Mirkovic screen. The run for Illinois now is 11-0. And it's Illinois ball after the flagrant foul. Hummerkaus to kick out to Wagler. Skip pass. Wagler a drive. And a Maryland at the State Farm Center. Ivisic the rebound off the Adams miss. Wagler roams, puts his shoulder into Coit, and
his defensive strategy against Iowa. There are sometimes as a head coach, you just get in a rhythm, and he's definitely in one. And that's why since 2020, they've won as many games in the league as any other team.
Over to Stojakovic. Extra feed Wagler. 4 minutes. Kick it out, Wagler. Boswell. Ivisic on the boards again. Falling down, kicks out. Wagler.
For pressure, a guy that strong and that big has this type of range. They're going to run it right through him again. And here he's going to pop again. If he'll just ball fake and attack, it should work out for him. He just did it.
Boswell had an angle for a moment. Straight away, it's Wagler. Future lottery pick. Wagler.
Edge and ball moved around. And so far, so good if you're Northwestern.
Wagler the off when leading at halftime this season. Northwestern only 1 win this year when down at the half. Keaton Wagler kind of a quiet first half.
Just got there late. Singleton said, let me try to get a little quick layup.
Navid Mirkovic under the weather, playing through that, also with a new jersey. 52, no longer run 0 tonight.
Starting in this second half, Illinois.
Step back, big
blast.
Here's Wagler, tough Tervino. Does he challenge Boswell? He does. Ivisic went up for the block, and now Boswell. Wagler hit the deck. Just from the staff, he said Jake is very vocal. He can do it positively and negatively. Asked all the questions, is everything that we ask of him, and then some.
But this guy's might have 2 team blocks, and Big Z has both. Wagler crossing 8 points for Jaden Reed.
And the coaching staff, led by Brad Underwood, upset coming out of that time not to give up a wide open 3 to Reed, of all people.
This foul puts Illinois at the line for a 1-and-1. 16 fouls in the Wildcats. Under 90 seconds to play. 6 to shoot. Wagler against Page in the paint. Underneath there.
Sturts missed that one badly.
Mirkovic, front iron, tipped out by Ivisic to Wagler. 3rd Illinois offensive rebound. It's going to be tough sledding if it's 2 possessions for Illinois to 1 for Iowa.
You're totally right. And there's Wagler. He hadn't got a shot.
With a lead of as large as 18 in that first half at 29-11, they led wire to wire, 8-0, and then beyond. Wagler stepped through Croatia to a Serbian family, moved to Serbia, then played professionally in Greece before his NBA career. Here's Wagler. That's a 3.
He was saying you got to kick that one out, spread out when you get out to the paint. This is where they're doing a nice job, the Hawkeyes defensively, in the last 4 or 5 possessions.
Wagler. Stick. How many more runs do you have in the tank if you're wearing gold? It's a gold out today with some tangerine mixed in. Wagler thought about firing that weapon. Now he will.
Here's Keaton Wagler, freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. Twice now, the Big Ten Freshman of the Week. Wagler got an open lane, and he knows what to cannon. Baseline jumper, tried the window, but it's closed at this time of night.
Yeah, it didn't really have the proper angle to try to go off the glass there.
Back it goes to Boswell. 12-point lead for Illinois. Wagler sizing it up in that corner. Davis defending. Wagler backing him down. The freshman using some without a point.
That's the second time in this ballgame Hummerkaus has done a really good job of contesting a 3.
Wagler
with Rutgers with that of Illinois. A common foul on a dribble drive will send the Illini to the line.
Here's Wagler. Working against Mark. Couple of freshmen showing off their skill set.
Their opponent, he may try to turn the corner and score, understanding points in the paint have been to the advantage of the Fighting Illini. Pull up at that elbow.
4 games, he's averaged 21 points and 42% from 3. They need his scoring if they're going to try to beat Illinois tonight.
To your point, at 23 points in that close loss. 4-point loss at home against Michigan State. Also 23 against Pitt. Wagler.
Paint tonight. He's been impressive.
Caden Mingo just picked up his 2nd foul for Penn State. He comes out. Dominic Stewart back on the floor. Andrei Stojakovic. Wagler steps back for 3. DeLeon. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. And neither did Juric. Here's Wagler in transition. To
coverage against that ball screen. Those little pull-up 15 to 18-foot jump shots are there. Well executed.
Wagler looking for an angle.
Boswell, the senior. Wagler, deep 3. Got it!
Wagler handling the ball. Ain't no reason to leave. You mentioned his decision-making below the free throw line. Such an underrated skill. You see that, too, with Caden Mingo, guys like that as well.
Against A.J. Barnes. Ball stays with Illinois. Shot clock under 10. Davis has 3 threes today. Wagler isolates, 2 to shoot. Wagler all the way to the cup. Manning spins against Davis on the baseline. That's a good contest. Wagler with 10 assists already. This time calls his own number all the way.
Driver, but man, confidence for him to see the first one from deep go down.
And again, both of these teams can fill it up from inside, from outside. Here's Wagler, the young. They are 8-3, but all 3 of their losses quad 1. Missouri, meanwhile, they could really use this win. They don't have any quad 1 wins so far this season.
Well, their non-conference strength of schedule ranks 360.
Leaves it for Mirkovic.
Oh, nice.
How about Boswell tapping it out? Illinois assistant. He's familiar with the Illini in this rivalry, especially now in his 4th season. Offensive rebound. Here's Wagler. Inside cutting is Mirkovic. Wagler from way downtown. Yeah.
About 75% luck, 25% skill. That thing scraped off the top corner and somehow found its way in.
Mirkovic, drive and kick, extra pass. Wagler high.
And Missouri inexplicably keeps leaving him open.
Look at that spin. Look at that.
And it gets the rebound, their own miss. Yeah, that's been the story.
Yeah, second chance points, folks. 27-5 in favor of the Illini. Wagler.
Sprinted out to the early lead, coming to Champaign unbeaten.
Right now they're sprinting out into a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone look, trying to confuse the Illini. Just give them a different wrinkle, throw them off a little bit.
Not very often they get out of their man-to-man. Keaton Wagler, not 6.
At this point, you might have to compromise your defense a little bit in this kid's game. And that's what you have to do when you, as you see Wagler tee up.
Isley pulls it back out.
Ozzy got away from that baseline. There's nothing good on the baseline against Nebraska.
That's where they want you. Spin move. Wagler has praised Humberhouse for how he's affected the game defensively and with his rebounding.
He said even though he doesn't score, he's still one of the most important players.
Husker lead back to 7 inside of 3 minutes left. Wagler.
First half points per game.
Well, they have a lot of talented offensive players. They're unselfish. They move the
Wagler, just a freshman, has started each of the first 9 games for the Illini.
He likes this matchup.
Beautiful move. Wow.
You can't do. He understands his spots, can knock down the triple, can shoot in the mid-range. Just a totally complete basketball player.
He's got 16 on 6 of 6. Wagler. Ivisic with 5. Wagler. 8 on the shot clock. Wagler hoists.
You screen the zone, whether that's on the top or even on the backside. You want to make guys in the zone a little bit late on their zone slides.
Wagler.
Yes, he will. That's way off to the right. And a rebound by Stojakovic, who stands 6'7", is out of Greece. The international flavor of this team runs real deep. Wagler, pretty move, and those gaps. 5 seconds on the shot clock. A really good shooter with the ball goes to his left. Bounce it up. Phillips hard uses his body, absorbs the contact, but a little too strong.
Got to win those collisions at the rim, and Illinois won that one. They're trying to go at Amen.
And every time they do, they double team. Wagler trying to see what. How about Stojakovic to get it in traffic? They want him to be a little more aggressive. That's one thing Underwood told us this morning. We need Stojakovic to start to get some rebounds. Wagler.
Physical drive, though, by Amen. Just lowered that head. Mad at the rim by the finish of Amen.
Ivisic is being guarded, and he is being guarded by a guy giving up about 8 inches in Amari Evans. Maybe more.
Evans has a lot of fight in him, though.
Wagler, yes!
Demery committed the personal, his first. As Boswell gets it in. Mirkovic defended by Caravan.
Boswell will back it out. Pumps, flies by Brinkovic. 8 to shoot. Wagler will take.
Kind of fits in. I think we all know he's a really good.
Wagler controlling the point. Gives it over to Stojakovic.
Wagler gets the switch with Fuller. He looks to abuse the mismatch. Drives in. Oh, nice.
Backboard to come down with that.
It was wishful thinking. Wagler looking to make the move. Oh, step back 3. Not already as Zvonimir pulls down the board. flings it ahead to Boswell. He's all gas, no brakes. Kick out to Wagler.
Davis missed that layup, but I like his game. He does a great job of attacking, getting downhill, and looks very composed.
Wagler trying to use...
Nothing's working for the Sharks. Great move by Gordon. Gets all the way to the basket, and Zavonimir just erases it with his excellent rim presence. He's averaging 2.5 blocks per game so far this season, Zavonimir is.
It's a 14-0 run. Wagler with 10. Turnaround. It's cooked.
Beal with an attack, snatch, behind the back, step back, and that ball almost hit the Jumbotron, but it went in.
Mirkovic just has to give it right back out to Wagler. Neal only averaging 1.3 points per game, but he's seen a lot of time here. He's got 10 minutes of play. Wagler holds on again. Good move to take the extra. Going to try to use it. Neal giving him everything that he can deal with. Oh, good find to Wagler.
After the very slow start from behind the arc.
Meanwhile, the Fighting Illini are in a bit of a drought after Stojkovic hit the bench as Wagler chucks up a three
for the Florida State transfer.
He's a matchup problem. He's 6'10", but he glides on the floor. Great movement, but he also can finish in the paint and outside the paint.
Good pass out of the double start from the floor, but that one brings Alabama within one. Petrovic, the drive of the dish. Wagler's three.
One-on-one on Sam Wright. Puts up the jumper, and it's short, but an offensive rebound for Mirkovic will set it right back up for Illinois.
Yeah, already you see it. They're crashing the boards, and you see Stojkovic wants to score fast. He's trying to get involved.
Wagler all the way to Colgate, taking an early 4-2 lead.
Yeah, they've got to turn defensive turnovers into points. They did it just there.
Wagler now in the pick and roll. Bodies up Tweedy, and one post on Kylan Boswell. Does not get the roll. We saw Kylan Boswell guarding JT Toppin in the post against Texas Tech, so it's not new for him. Wagler has to reset with Kylan Boswell. Another good pass. The good ball movement for Illinois.
Wagler with the right hand.
If you're fighting a line out, you might want to come with a little bit of a hard double.
Maybe you stick with the dig as opposed to just digging and then back it off.
I think also they're giving him too deep of a position. Got to fight him early.
10 to shoot for Illinois. Wagler creates some space, and he already got a ball screen for him in the middle of the floor. He is just going to be a matchup nightmare for the opposition.
Wagler left. Konechny would have given him a pair of threes. Humrickhouse up ahead. Wagler. Boy, that's pretty.
Shy away from contact, not Wagler.
Not going to shy away from that three. Out with a knee injury that he suffered on Wednesday. Not season ending, but he's not going to play here tonight. Wagler hesitates. And one. Into the lane. He has been aggressive tonight. LRB misses. Another rebound. Mirkovic. Arnold thought he had a steal. Wagler leads to a three-point miss. Wagler.
When that's the case, there's no doubt he's going to play extended minutes for FGCU.
In fact, Bambi checks in, the true freshman from Naperville, Illinois. Wagler, fellow true freshman.
Out to Wagler. Wagler in traffic. Good control to get that jumper up. Gets his own miss and takes it.
Three guys, 7'1", 6'9", 6'9". And that's not including Tommy's brother. So you got great size, great versatility, no doubt. Because for a lot of people, this is the first time seeing them. You might have saw them in an exhibition or to go fast. There's been so many delays, so many challenges. And it's just made the game too long, especially those last 2 minutes.
Here's Wagler on the drive to the rim, and he got it.